this agreement with Turf Field, what is going on, since
Sure.
the taxpayer is paying both sides of this equation?
Sure.
Board of Education and the town?
Yep, absolutely. At this point, it's still a contract that's been negotiated. There is an intent to put it on the agenda and vote on it today. The terms of which and the negotiation I'm not going to go into, but the point of this contract, because again, the Board of Ed has not approved it, I expect that at their next meeting, January, I believe January 10th, is that correct? January 10th is your next meeting? They'll be considering it then, that's what I was told. So I'm not going to speak on their behalf, you have to ask them. But the point of this agreement is to minimize the burden to taxpayers, minimize the burden to the residents on the operating budget end of things, which is what affects your taxes, and to create a swap that the township can benefit from and the Board of Education can benefit from. It gives us a burst of money through the sale of land and it would allow us, through that sale of land and the perpetual payments of taxes on those properties, recoup the funds that are being expended on the bond, and that bond money will be turned over to the Board of Education and expended through a subcommittee, a turf committee, on planning, preparing, designing, and constructing the turf field that is anticipated to go outside in front of the high school. If you have any specific questions.
Yes, I take it that the property you're talking about is the Board of Education something out of town?
That's correct.
You know how many acres that is?
It's about 9.6 acres.
And it's zoned for residential?
It's
It's actually zoned public use. But it's
Are there any
OSGU.
deed restrictions on it?
No, there are not.
There are none.
No.
Because previously, when they were doing something in the Walton School, they subdivided the property and they found out there was a deed restriction.
No, we did a title search on that land and
Okay.
there was no deed restriction.
Is there a density? You're talking about 5 lots per acre?
It could be upwards of 8 or 9 lots.
that really is none of the business of the contract, because that land would be town land. It wouldn't involve the Board of Education at that point. So subdivision would be up to the township committee. There's no need to include that in the contract. It could go just based on talks with our tax office, our engineering office. It could go anywhere from probably 5 to up to maybe 9, possibly even more. And we've received estimates on how much it's